If you have been collecting the Hot Toys video game lineup from Star Wars, you already know this guy was coming. He is here. We have blogger photos. Let's go ahead and get into it right now. So this is Darth Nihilus. This is going to be a character from the video game series of Star Wars Legends, more specifically Knights of the Old Republic Part 2. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about this character, but I gotta say, he looks freaking dope. He has his white mask on. It has a stark contrast to his all blacked out outfit. It looks very intimidating. I like it. I can see why people would be a big fan of this character. Now, the one thing about this character that you got to be careful with if you're collecting Hot Toys, this is one that you got to look at. I kind of painted myself into a corner with this type of scenario. Now, if you start collecting a lot of figures that feature bad guys or dudes that like to creep around the night, you start to find out that all your figures are all blacked out, all of them. I like Batman, of course, blacked out. Batman villains, blacked out. Some of the Star Wars villains, almost all of them, blacked out. I have Darth Vader behind me, and I have Moff Gideon, and of course they're all blacked out. So that's not a fault of the figure, but you gotta stay aware of that if you don't kind of try and plan it out to have like a collection that pops a lot, pretty soon you're gonna have a sea of black Hot Toys. Now, if you're cool with that, rock on, but something to take note of. Regardless of his choice of attire, I gotta say, Nihilus looks dope. We have him with the non-pleather, yes, I said a non-pleather outfit. They're hearing us somewhat. I know the Vaders are coming out without the pleather, and now we have Darth Nihilus. Now, he's an all fabric character, so you know that the posing is going to be absolutely phenomenal. We have him with lightning effects because he could wield the Force to a detrimental effect. He is a bad dude. Gotta look out for him. Darth Nihilus. Now, the little bit of research that I did do on this figure, because like I said, I don't know a lot about Darth Nihilus. I'm not gonna pump fake you guys like, oh, I know everything about this guy. I don't. But I do know that he has this iconic kind of curve that goes with his cowl, and we have it with a wire. He has wires everywhere, so you're going to get some fantastic posing out of him. You're going to make it look dynamic easily. Now, of course, these bloggers, they like to go off on their photography. Can't blame them, and they do a good job. But of course, this is not the lightning that you're going to see out of your figure. Now, that's another thing. A lot of these blacked out figures, they're going to throw in a lot of light effects, a lot of lightsabers, a lot of lightning. But when you really get the figure in your display, like my Vader, you'll see it's just not going to be as exciting. So I would say you have to really be a fan of this figure. You got to really be a fan of this character, rather. Because if not, you're maybe a little bit disappointed getting, hyped up on these blogger photos. Because like this looks freaking phenomenal. You got him slicing off infrastructure, pipes on a starship. It looks great. It makes me want to buy the figure, and I don't even know who this guy is. The mask looks cool. It's got a lot of texture in it. All the tailoring looks on point. I'm glad that we don't have to worry about the pleather just flaking off anymore. You see that the wires are coming to effect on the cape. Now, something that doesn't quite come out in these blogger photos is his gloves are more of a dark gray instead of black. So you do have a little bit of color. I guess if you want to twist it that way, you have a little bit of color, but still he's an all blacked out character. Now there's got to be some heavy photoshopping in here. It looks cool as hell. It looks really good. But man, that looks almost too good, right? That looks like a video game render, which I guess, that's what they're going for. Look at the shine on the metal emblem in the center of his head. Those glassy black eyes. This dude's creepy. Darth Nihilus got an upshot. Check out the tailoring on the fabric. He's knotted up underneath his cowl, his hood. You can see there's interwoven little bits of white. So they got to, do a little something here and here to get rid of the starkness of this black. We can see we have a double bend on the elbow. Being that he's all fabric, you're going to be able to pull off great posing. So yeah, Darth Nihilus is taking the Force, taking souls. He's in his dark side era. What can I say? Another cool shot from a vlogger. We got lightning effects going off. The wires are in effect. We have him with his lightsaber on the side of his waist. So here's what I'm saying. We have him with Darth Revan, and you have that red in Darth Revan, and you have some bronze on his chest plate. But, furthermore, the basic color of these figures is black. Wielding the Force, looking ominous as ever. Gotta say, this is a creepy dude. I like really simple poses. If I was to pick him up, I would want to put him in a pose like this. Check out those lightning effects. A lot of these lightning effects that come with the Hot Toys, they tend not to look so good. I didn't use it on my Flash figure, But this one, it looks like they're doing it pretty good. It kind of sells the effect that he's just crackling with the force. Yeah, right here. That's a really ornate looking lightsaber. I've never seen a lightsaber that quite looks like that. It's very unique. Very cool blogger photo. Shows how intimidating of a character he is. Yeah, with these black figures, it's all about the lighting. You got to get the lighting right to make them look good in your display, make them look good in photos. But if you're a fan of this video game series, fan of Star Wars, yeah, I would say this is a good pickup for those fans. I myself, from time to time, I like to sit back and watch YouTube, and there's tons of video about Star Wars lore, about the different Darth characters. It goes on and on and on. So I can see the intrigue of wanting to get all the Darths. So I'm not seeing any fault in this figure if you're a fan. Everything about it looks absolutely phenomenal. You're going to have great posing. Don't have to worry about the pleather. It looks cool as hell. Now we got to go to some of the Zord photography. He always does some pretty cool poses in here. I saw in his short, people were asking, what is that he's standing on? And he said that it was just a wooden base from Petco. So hey, improvisation. I like it. So yeah, that's Darth Nihilus, filled with nihilism. I get it. Cool character. Another Darth added on to the video game lineage of the Old Republic. Are you picking it up? Go ahead and let me know below how you feel about this figure. I think it looks good. I can't say anything bad about it, to be honest with you, other than just be careful that your whole entire display just doesn't turn into Ninja Fest. But other than that, thank you for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.